Good afternoon from Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. Today we're going to talk all about healthcare here in Mexico. So for most of this video, we're going to interview my friend's wife that is a doctor here in Mexico. Let's begin. Alright, we're here with Anna, and Anna, where do you work at right now? Or
right now I'm working here at the Public Health Services.
Okay.
It's like
and then
the government services for
okay, and Well told me you used to work at CMQ as well.
I used to work at CMQ, and I used to work for like little clinics that are near from the street.
Okay, perfect. So I'm just gonna ask you some like kind of rapid fire questions, and feel free to go as in-depth as you want or just as brief as you want. So if you're an American or Canadian and you need to go to the doctor for like a cold, where do you recommend you go here in Old Town, and about how much would that cost?
Depends on what you need. We have, if you don't want to wait a lot and you want to do it faster, you can go to the private hospitals. We have more like 5 hospitals, private hospitals, and each one have like people that work there that speaks English or many languages. Another option, we have like little clinics from the streets, and over there you can also go, and it's cheaper, and you can find a medication over there. And the only thing over there is that you have to wait like for 20 to half an hour, or maybe even 1 hour, depending on how many people are on the waiting room.
Okay, is that like one of those clinics? Like, is that one that's like right over here on the left side of the street?
Yes, it's like 2 blocks from here.
And then where does CMQ fall into that? Is it like a clinic, or is that like more of like a hospital?
CMQ works in different ways. It it's a hospital, but over there you can go and ask like for a general medical assistance. You can go over there if you want a specialist. They have it like all the time over there. And what else? Well, it works both ways. Like hospital and clinic.
How much would it cost, like more or less, to go to one of the hospitals that you first spoke about?
The private hospitals,
the private hospitals
for the general assistant, it's around 500 pesos, something like that.
Okay, so if you have like a cold or your stomach hurts, you could go there for about 500.
Go over there.
And how much would like a clinic like this one over here off Basilio Badillo cost?
Like 35 pesos.
Okay, so a little bit longer wait, but much cheaper. Are the doctors there? Are they doctors? Are they nurses, or how does?
They're general doctors.
Okay.
Like at the CMQ, on the first contact with the general doctors, both are the same. You know, it's like if you need a specialist, then you can ask for it. But normally the first contact is with a general doctor. Okay,
so there's someone. And I don't mean to come across as rude, but people will ask. So they've gone to medical school and all that, just like someone at the hospital may would have.
Yes, we have to go to the medical school for 6 years and the social service. So it's the same way. Like you do at the States.
How does it work? How do like the prescription drugs and all that work? If I need, I'll let you elaborate a little bit.
Well, we have a lot of person that come over here just looking for drugs. Let me explain you how that works. If you want like an antibiotic medication, you have to go to the doctor because that's a prescription medication. If you want to get something by your home, like for pain, but not a strong pain, like the tramadol or ketorolaco, you can go and just buy it at the pharmacy. But if you want something more specifically, like codeine, you have to go for a special prescription, because here in Mexico, the strong painkillers or the sleeping pills are pretty restricted.
Do you know are you familiar with like drug costs in the United States at all? Not really. Do you feel like prescription drugs, like if you need an antibiotic, do you feel like that's expensive here, or do you feel like it's affordable?
It's affordable. Over here we have like the generic brands, so we have a lot of different options. You can find an antibiotic like from 25 pesos until 600 or 1,000 pesos, depending on the brand.
Right, Can you go to a public hospital as an American or Canadian and get services?
Yes, you can go for the first contact to the name in Spanish is Centro de Salud, which is on almost all the city. We have like 25 or something around, and you can go there. Even you're American, Canadian, and foreign people, you go and ask for the medical assistance, and they can get you the medical assistance. If you need something more specifically, like go to the hospital, we have a public hospital where you can go also. If you are a permanent resident, you can ask for like a public insurance. The name is Seguro Popular in Spanish. And with that one, you can be able to get like a more specific attention, like a specialist or surgeries or things like that. So just like if I go to the public hospital and need stitches like on my hand, and I have a tourist visa, will they do that as well? Yes. I just have to pay do I have to pay for it or no? No, I guess you just go to the emergency room over there and you say that it was an accident and everything, and I guess it will cost you like the less, like no longer than 500 pesos for the stitches. Compared to a private hospital that it can be since 1,000 to 5,000 pesos. And let's say I go to CMQ or one of these clinics. Sorry, it's really loud. If I go to CMQ or one of these clinics, do I need, can you pay with health insurance? Even if it's, let's say it's like 500 pesos. Even if I can pay with cash, do you suggest you just pay with cash, or can you pay with like an American health insurance card? When it's something like easy, like that you don't have to stay at the hospital and those things, the way they work is like do it by reimbursement. Pay it, and then they do all the paper done for your insurance, and then when you get back home, you get the money back. In cases you have to keep in the hospital and things like that, they do the whole procedure. They call to your insurance and do all the paper done in case that you have to stay at the hospital or get something like severe. But in other way, it's better that you can pay and get the reimbursement back. But they are allowed to take almost all the insurance. I do have one more and then we'll finish. At the public hospital for locals, or for maybe not necessarily just locals, but locals who are really poor, what is like the wait time like if you need to go to the emergency room or something like that? Because in the United States, if you go to a public hospital, like a free hospital, you're gonna wait for hours. What is it like here? Exactly the same. Exactly the same. You have to wait for hours, depend on how many beds they have allowed. I see. Depend on the specialist that is available at that time, how many doctors are on the space at that time, but you have to wait a lot of time. Can you get most surgeries done here in Puerto Vallarta? Like, I'm trying to think. Like if I break my arm or like if I get hit by a car, are they gonna have to fly me to Guadalajara, or can they do it here? No, they can do it in here. Normally, if they don't have like the pieces, like when you need to get something specifically, they ask Guadalajara to send it. But normally we can find everything over here. All the specialists are over here, the trauma, the neurologists, everything. We got over here, intensive therapists, everything. All right, I think that's all the questions I have for you. Thank you so much for answering. Hopefully Anna's answers gave you a little bit of insight into what the medical or healthcare situation is like here. We mentioned a few different places in that interview. I'm going to try and show you a few different ones. There's not a big hospital around here. I'm going to take you to a clinic, CMQ, and then Farmacia Guadalajara, just to at least show you where they're at, show you what it looks like. Alright, here's an example of one right off Basilia Badillo. I'll link it below in a blog post. Farmacia. I know that was a real short shot of that place. Again, I'll link the location below. When we used to live off Basilia Badillo, that's where we went to get like Tylenol and stuff like that. Shit, it cost 35 pesos to see the doctor. Anna did tell me that when you go to places like this, they're a little less likely to speak English, but she said kind of in this area, you'll probably get an English doctor, but you definitely have better luck at a private hospital as far as if you don't speak any Spanish at all. Second place I'm going to take you, and by the way, vlogging in the street is a good way to end up at one of these hospitals. Second place I'm going to take you is CMQ. It's about 2 blocks down from the place we just came from, the small clinic. I'm going to show the outside of the building, and I'm going to go in and ask how much it costs to see a doctor there. Alright, this is the outside CMQ Centro entrance, like a little hospital entrance. Well, CMQ is 440 pesos to see the doctor. They have the AC piping in there, so I guess that's the benefit of, that tells you where your money's going. 440 pesos,
has a little bit more of like a hospital feel or just a really nice doctor's office feel in there, but I don't know if it's worth that much extra money. But I know that's where we've gone before anytime we had to go to the doctor. I didn't really know how those clinics worked before until today, really. And it felt familiar. It felt like I was going to the doctor in the United States. I know that sounds silly, like why would I move here if I wanted to feel, you know, if I wanted an experience like the United States, but I guess sometimes when you're sick, you just want the familiar, and maybe that's something that CMQ can offer. But I think next time if I have like a headache or something, I'll probably just go to a clinic. Alright, and the final place I'm going to, Farmacia Guadalajara. We go to this place all the time to just get a few groceries. I'm gonna go see how much it costs to see a doctor here if they have one. Well, they told me they didn't have a doctor. Well, there's a sign in there that clearly said they had a clinic. She may have just wanted to get rid of me, but I've never seen a doctor in there actually, so it could be something that some of them do and that some of them don't. If you've been to Farmacia Guadalajara's throughout Mexico, let me know if yours has a doctor. I think Anna hopefully answered plenty of your questions about healthcare here in Mexico. If she didn't, comment below. Let us know what questions you have about how the pharmaceutical or how prescription drugs work here, how the pharmacies work, how seeing a doctor works, any of that. Comment below. Let us know your questions, and maybe we can cover those in a future video. The healthcare portion of today's video is over, and we're going to go ahead and finish this video and cut over to one of our normal daily vlogs, and we'll give you an update on how Hillary's feeling. We had a lot of nice early comments. Thank you for everybody that's thinking about her. Be sure to subscribe to our channel, click the bell, that way you get notified every time we upload a new video. Hasta mañana. No, not hasta mañana, hasta en un segundo. Oh, we're getting some afternoon storms. It was just raining a second ago. And there's been some pretty frequent lightning over in the hotel zone. Oh, just missed some over there. We were gonna try and go get pizza today, but I don't know if we're gonna beat the rain. It's 3 o'clock now. It's 3 o'clock now. Hillary's done working at 4, and we're gonna try and go get some food. Hopefully it doesn't rain on us. I think whether it rains or not, we're just gonna brave it. You're coming with us. I know she was sick yesterday, but she feels better today.
I do, but only about 80%. I'm feeling better. I'm vertical. I've spent about 10 more hours being vertical today than I did yesterday, so improvement. Yesterday,
Hillary pretty much, she got to bed like twice, and that's not really like her. If I have a lazy day where I don't have anything to do, I could like sit and read or watch Netflix or something pretty much all day and be okay, but Hillary is
it was torture.
Yeah, it's not really like
I wanted to get out of bed every 30 minutes. I was like, all right, at 11 a.m. that's it. At 11:30 I'm really getting out of bed. At noon I mean it. And then it was like 7 before I knew it, and I took a shower and got back in bed.
Do you feel better today?
I feel better today.
You hungry?
I am so hungry. I'm gonna eat an entire pizza.
Right.
Yeah, you're getting a salad.
Hillary's really craving pizza, and it's a pretty easy way to get a lot of calories all at once, so I was on board with that. We're going to Los Muertos Brewing. We've had the pizza from there on the vlog. We've had the pizza from there many times, but on the vlog, we had it delivered to our house one time, way back when we only had like 130 subscribers. Not that we're just, you know, insanely big now, but I guess 10 times bigger than that. We thought about going to, where was the other place?
Bella Napoli.
We thought about going to Bella Napoli. Huzzarati, sorry, we, Los Muertos went out on this one, but it was, it's there in the back of our mind, so we're gonna go there again for you sometime. Well, we aren't the only ones that thought Los Muertos would be a good place. It's packed.
At the bar.
We've got pizza, pepperoni, sausage on half, onions,
Lots of olives.
and lots of olives on the other half.
Looks good.
This looks so good. She's already eating.
I haven't eaten in 2 days.
Well, it was pretty busy in there, hard to get videos, way too loud, so I apologize about that, but That's a great place to get pizza, great place to get a beer. Last time we went there, we got chicken fingers, and they were okay, but I mean, it's a pizza place, so chicken fingers aren't gonna be that good. But my pizza took me back to some New York City days. That pizza was really good,
Wow.
hashtag really. It wasn't like as good as John's, but it was pretty good. We're stuffed.
So while I am feeling better today, earlier I ranked myself at about 80%. After walking outside for the first time in, I don't know, almost a lot of hours, I think I'm gonna decrease that to about 70%. So I think tonight is a lay in bed, watch Netflix. I asked Greg if I can go to bed now. It's 5:40.
I said no.
Maybe tomorrow I'll be back at a
People are worried about you. We got a lot of comments about you.
I'm okay. No, my pancreas is intact.
Your pancreas?